So on the mini map, it's a good slurs. I'm bummed because I completely forgot about it. I'm going to drop a link to. He hits the curb hard and goes over the opposite side curb, which will invalidate his lap. So that's it for green. I mean, that's it for Oaks. Now we're riding with green in 11. Green is currently 7th overall with a 2:10.110. Hope you're all having a great day today, wherever you may be. And you have been enjoying your Sunday, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday as well. The caution on the track right now. The caution's been cleared, so green has green track right now. Richard's got his first 2:11. Good for him. He's currently 12th in group. 13 minutes and 50 seconds left, and they'll be faster drivers are now on the track. They've started their lap now. All the bronze should be in the pits. Here's your time so far. That's the bronze group, and I think the hold on just a second here. That's a bronze and a silver group have already gone now. And next you'll have the gold and the platinum out on the track, I believe. Right, because here's Locke. Locke is out on the track, and he's actually in the gold division. Sarko Esports says, not a bad effort for Silver there. Silver's on the track now. Those guys were bronze. Yeah, it's a good effort for bronze, I think. I'll show the times again. D Hall is, I'm not sure. D Hall, let me check. Oh, that is silver. You're right. I'm sorry. That's D Hall is silver with the 208.690. That's correct. That's correct what the gentleman just said. Thank you, Sarko Esports. Go Luxury Time Racing. Dylan Hall is here. Are you Dylan? Great job. Congratulations. Looks like you stream too, so we're gonna give you a shout out here. Also, I'd like to take time to thank the followers today. Fossium08, and a nice raid by Lucky Luke 980, Mashtash_1 followed, and Shingley with a big subscriber, with the subscriber of the Prime. Thank you so much, Shingley, for that subscription. Really appreciate that. It all helps. And what I do is I plan on I plan on putting some of the money back that I make for this channel into a practice server as well. All the stuff I do goes back in the stream. And I should have took practice. Nobody told me. I should have took practice off the screen. We are not in practice. I'm sorry about that. We're in something called qualifying. The announcer's a little bit slow on the uptake today. I apologize for that. DeSantis now is number one with a 207.242. What series are you running in tomorrow, Sarko?
That turned the red light 150 too. No?
Also, to let you guys know, eventually we'll be switching over to a different channel. But first, I have to get enough viewers, enough followers to get affiliate on that channel. But we're gonna eventually be switching over to this channel. If you want to hit a follow button on that, feel free to. As soon as I get 50 follows, I'll stream on it a little bit and get my affiliate on there, and it'll be a channel completely dedicated to racing. So we have, let's take a look at the times. We have DeSantis first, Holden second, Foster third, Van Zyl fourth, Smee fifth, Adam Locke sixth, Jurgel is seventh, Hall still holding. Hall is still holding at eighth, which is great. Smith ninth, Oscan 10th. Oh, I spoke too soon. Hall just got knocked to ninth. Swack 12th, Cusworth 13th. Wazolski 14th, Newton 15th, Bird 16th. All right, thanks so much, Luke. Really appreciate it. You have a great rest. I don't know if I'll see you. I don't know when I'll be on Twitch again this week. I think I mentioned I have an operation on Wednesday, and well, just put it this way: we'll hope to see us again soon. Have a great week. Holden has now knocked. Oh, now DeSantis has took the position back. It looked like Holden going back and forth on the top there. DeSantis is at 206.505. Yep, I think I'll see you before you see me. How's that? And Foster third. Thanks again, Luke. Foster third. Jurgelis currently in fourth, and Smee in fifth. That's Jurgelis. In the background, you see Fitzpatrick, who is trying to get his first lap in. Minutes and 30 seconds left in qualifying, and then we'll get going with this race. This is a tough track, I think. I don't know this is a track. I had minimal experience at this track myself, and I don't know if this is a track that I'll ever grow to love, really. I don't really enjoy F1 style tracks, and that's what this is, an F1 style track. Who haven't we run with? We haven't run with Harper very much. Harper's put in 5 laps so far, and his fastest lap was a 208.345. Only a few minutes left here to put in laps. Basically, each driver maybe has time for one more lap. Holden looking to get by Van Zyl without, and it appeared Van Zyl's lap right there. Van Zyl gives him a little flash. Kind of like, what's up with that? I don't blame him. There goes his chance for improving his lap right there. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to be able to get another lap in or not. They might be able to. After this race today, we're not going, just to let people know, we're not going to do interviews. We're going to skip that this week because the races have been running just a little bit too long. 3 hours plus is too long. So this week we're skipping the we'll revisit the interviews after the race at a certain point, but today we're gonna skip those. So DeSantis looking like the clear favorite so far. Looking very dominant on this track. Although Holden just put in a 206.9. Where's Holden? Holden's put in the pits. He's almost there, but not quite enough. Foster so far with a 207. He's got a nice lap going for himself right now, Foster does. Is a slower car in front of him. He should have plenty of room. Hopefully those cars yield, because he's definitely going to get a faster lap in. One car goes off. He's continuing his good lap. Qualifying now is officially over. The drivers are still on track, are able to finish their laps that they have going on now. Let's see if Foster could keep this going. He's lost a bit of time. He's still losing time. He's gaining time back now. He's got 2 more turns left here. Can he nail this last turn? Yeah, he's gaining a lot there. Oh, he's going the wrong direction. Going the wrong direction. He lost all the time he gained. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to better his time. Qualifying is now over, and we'd like to take this time to thank all the participants that are racing in this race. Thanks so much for preparing yourselves and showing up. We have over 30 plus drivers in this race. Takes a lot of time and effort to practice. And also, let's take the time to thank our admin and league owners. Appreciate those people. Hunter, couple of drivers driving today. Liam Smith. One of the admins is not racing today, I see. Evans, who does a lot for this league. Evans and Hunter and Smith, great job. Put a lot of work, time, and effort building a league into this shape in less than like a year's time. They originally were different leagues. They merged leagues together and done a great job, really. There's your leaderboard right now for the race. The grid has been set. The race is about to start. Qualifying has over. You have DeSantis and Holden on.
What's he gonna do? Here we go, green flag. Let's go racing, boys.
Yep, we're gonna do some racing here in a few. DeSantis and Holden, congratulations, DeSantis, who just did the Let's Go Racing in the feed. Holden also on row 1. Foster and Fitzpatrick, row 2. Row 3 is Jurgelis and Van Zyl. Row 4, Smee and Standard. Row 5, Harper and Locke. Row 6, Brewer and Gamble. Row 7, Hall and Smith. Row 8, Otscan and Swap. Followed by Cussworth in 17th, Rosalinski in 18th, Newton and Buckley, Oaks and Green, Rossi and Knight, Smith, Jardine, Richards, Neary, East, Wapner, Tedder. Tedder's starting at the back today. He must not have practiced much. There must be a reason for that. Not sure why, but usually he pops in the chat. I have a feeling tough track. A lot of people haven't practiced a lot on this track yet. They're not used to it. We go with the actually let's go with the TV2 today. We're hoping for a nice clean start. Probably trying to warm their tires up a little bit. Let's not have any incidents during the warm-up, guys. Take caution here. We're about to get started. I'm sure the drivers are starting to get excited. Anticipation of that first lap. That first lap is always the hardest. DeSantis followed by Holden and Foster and Fitzpatrick up at the front. So see the triangle. If you look on the mini map to the left of your screen, you see the triangle almost to the top of the track. That triangle signifies the leader of the race. So if you're looking for the leader of the race, you just look on your mini map for the triangle. Race will be 1 hour in total. Be 29 laps. There's the back of the line there. See Tedder, Wappener, East. I look for Tedder to carve his way through these slower drivers within the first couple of laps. Hopefully in a careful way without running them over. But they're all much slower than he is, and I'm sure he'll work his way through them pretty quickly. Might see a lot of runoffs in this race, being that people are new to the track. I wouldn't be surprised early on to see a lot of runoffs. Hopefully those runoffs come back on the track in a nice, clean, concise manner. Here we go. Tension's building. 2 more turns and this race gets started. We're gonna keep a close eye on these first 6 drivers. See their pace is already off. It's up to that inside car, the white and black and lime green car, to set the pace for the start. We're on the front stretch. Here we go. And we are not getting the green signal yet. Green light, green, green, green. We're off. The race is now officially started. Oh, we got 4 wide. That's never good, guys. That first corner is a rough one. See, Tedder has already moved all the way up to 26th. Oh, we got a car off. That's Jardine, I believe. He gets restarted with without a lot of effort. That's good. I don't think he had any damage done to his car, so that's good for him. There's your first, second, and third. It's cool to see some new faces. Jurgelis up there in 3rd place. That's awesome. And you see there's a nice gap between 3rd and 4th. Well, I saw that happen. There was 2 cars, and Gamble gets pile drive by Cusworth in another car. Let's see if we can rewind to that. So that was between Standard and Gamble, I think. The 222 and the 88, and the 99 and the 118 got together. That's the same incident. Uh, 88 and the 222. Didn't show it. Man, that was a log jam right there of cars. Crazy. There's your leader still hanging in there. DeSantis, Foster, and Jurgelis. Holden being pressured by Smee. Behind them is Fitzpatrick and Brewer. Fitzpatrick trying to pass on the outside of Smee. I would have to say this has been a pretty clean start to the race. There was a lot of minor contacts, but pretty clean start. .5 kilometer track, which breaks down to 3.5 mile track with 20 turns, so a lot of action on this track. And you're gonna see, I'm surprised you haven't seen more runoffs. A lot of people driving off track. It's been pretty darn good. See Smee giving Holden a run for his money. Let's go back and see where Tedder is. Still 31 cars on the track. Something must have happened to Ozcan in 31. Let's take a look. Ozcan, oh, he's in 277. 277. I'm not sure what happened to Ozcan. It says there was contact between the 555 and the 277. I'm not sure when that happened, but I don't have a replay of that.
Pit window is open.
Also, there's contact between the 64 and the 118. It might have been just a fender bender. Little tap on Fitzpatrick. And these two guys are going at it right now. Fitzpatrick and Van Zyl. A nice battle going on between these two drivers. Still have DeSantis first, followed by Foster, Jurgelis in third. He's got a nice gap now. He's pulled away from Holden. There's Holden. Holden has Smee behind him. Then Brewer and Harper. Eighth place, you have Van Zyl, who's just battling out with Fitzpatrick. You see now that things have settled down. Van Zyl's starting to pull away a little bit from Fitzpatrick. And Standard had just got by Hall. It's I think that's Team Luxury. Behind him is Locke, followed by Buckley in 13th, Al Smith in 14th. Oh, we have a multiple car crash right here. multiple cars. We have Cusworth, Oaks. Cusworth is back on track. Oaks trying to get back on track. So that was the number 5 and those 720. First there was 5 and the 88 had contact. Let's take a look. Looks like there was some net code there, and then Oaks got loose and hit Cusworth in the side, and then this is 720. Let's take a look. I don't know why it says Rozolski hit Oaks, but it didn't seem like that. And then the 8 of Rossi and the 44 of Tedder. Looks like they had a get together. Let's take a look. I think that was a blind spot. I don't think Rossi knew that Tedder was even there. Then there was an 118 and the 64, which we already showed. Let's take a look, see where the leaders are. You have DeSantis in first, and Foster has cut the lead. He's cut the lead way down. He's reeled in DeSantis. He's not really within striking distance, but much closer than he was before. Jurgelis in third. Holden fourth. Battle between Smee and Brewer for 5th place. Let's kind of hang out and watch this. Smee goes way off track. And they're going to lose 2 positions because Harper takes a position from both of them, and now Harper is in 5th place. So while Smee and Van Zyl, Smee and Brewer were battling, Harper managed to take the position from both of them. See, Brewer's pretty quick in that Aston. So Ozcan is the only driver that has pitted so far, I think. Currently running 31st. He's going to have a tough go of it, though, to pit so early. Cusworth is now in the pits. Swack is in the pits. Cusworth is the 88. Says they're the 33 of Neri and the 8 of Rossi had a little get together. Let's take a look. Bumped him off track. That's what happens when you're following another driver rather than racing the track. The 99 of Gamble and the 720 of Rozolski have a little issue. Well, first the 5 and the 720. That was earlier. That was when Oaks lost it and ran into the side of Cusworth. You see results get passed. So there hasn't been a lot of incidents. There's just a contact between the 4 and the 1 popped up on my screen. We're 7 laps into the race now. 7 laps. 47 minutes left in this race. DeSantis has stepped on it a minute and now has extended his gap to 1.3 seconds. And Jurgos is 6 seconds back, and Holden is 8 seconds back. Followed by Harper and Brewer. Brewer's a fast racer. Makes that car. That's a good car. The Aston. Smee in 7th, Van Zyl in 8th, Standard in 9th. Trailing right behind Standard is Fitzpatrick. There's an 8-car view of Fitzpatrick. I still have qualify up on the screen. It's not qualify. Shame on me. Fitzpatrick doing his best to catch up, but Standard's turning faster laps. We'll ride with Jardine. Dub 180's in the house. How's it going, Dub 180? Hope you're having a good day as well. Actually, it's a very, very clean race. This is a new track for a lot of these guys. And I'm very impressed with that fact that there's been very limited incidents, and what incidents there have been are mostly like minor like taps or off-track incidents where 2 guys go off track at the same time and maybe have some contact. Very limited incidents, so it's been a really clean race. And we're running with Jardine because earlier Shingley told me that 2 of his buddies are racing in this race. Hell Knight and Jardine. Just trying to focus on those drivers just a little bit. Let's see how Knight's doing. Let's see, where is Knight? Knight's had a pretty solid race, currently 21st. Sanders now has a larger gap. He's increased his lap gap. The last lap he was 1.2 seconds ahead. Now he's 2.4. Yeah, Knight's doing great. Jardine is currently. Oh, we got it. Smith is off. Jardine is currently 17th. He's having a nice, very nice race for himself. And I didn't realize I still had founder badges left on my channel. Shingley had subbed earlier, and I really appreciate it. I just noticed he has a founder's badge on him. Yeah, very, very good. As you remember earlier, Jardine spun out, and he was 31st. Let's see if I could go back and find that incident when it happened. I don't think there was a replay for it. There was no replay for that incident, unfortunately, when it happened. It was on the first lap. He got caught up in a log jam of cars and got turned. Ahead of him is Gamble, who also got roughed up a little bit. Not sure how much damage Gamble has. He's yet to pit, Gamble. Trying to cycle through if we get a good picture of his front end. It looks like his front end's good. Front end is good shape. So Gamble currently running 15th. Oh, someone just fell. Van Zyl. Oh, Van Zyl's in the pits. That's why he lost some time there. So we're about going through our first pit cycle for some drivers. Here you see Van Zyl coming out of the pits. DeSantis leading the race ahead of Foster. Jurgelis, very strong run for him in third place. You were watching ARC Race League race at Circuit of the Americas. And if you're watching later on YouTube, make sure you hit that sub button, please. Really appreciate that. Need as many subs as possible to get on YouTube so we eventually get partner on YouTube. That's the goal. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We're going to do a quick run through of all of the cars. Currently, Cusworth, who just pitted, I believe, is in 31st. Swack and 30th. Smith in 29th. He's been in the pits. Ozcamp pitted earlier. He's 28th. Tedder also has pitted, running 27th. Neary in 26th. Robiner's just pitted. Richards has not pitted yet. He's in 24th. Easton 23rd. 22nd is Green in the Ferrari. Van Zyl has pitted, running 18th. El Knight yet to pit, running in 20th. Rossi in 19th. He has yet to pit. Standard. He's already pitted. He's 18th. He's in good position. G. Smith running 17th. Oaks 16th. These guys are all not yet to pit. Jardine all the way up to 15th. Still has to do his pit stop. These are all guys that need to pit still. Rozalski, Gamble, Newton, Fitzpatrick, Buckley. Buckley had a strong run, 10th. Locke, strong run. D. Hall still holding in 8th. Great job. Great job by D. Hall. Fitzpatrick just went in the pits. Smee running 7th. Brewer 6th. Harper 7th. Holden 4th. Jurgelis 3rd. Foster and DeSantis. There's your leader, DeSantis. And that's the full run through from, oh, we got a guy off. That's Smith. Back on track. Saw him knocking down some of the, and Wappager's got a drive-through penalty. Saw Smith knocking over some of the cardboard cutouts. Big problems for Wapner though. I found the Mercedes a difficult car to drive. Fitzpatrick is now taken to the pits. We'll know more about how this race is going to unfold after everyone does their pit stops. We'll see where everyone ends up, what positions they end up after the pit stops are over. But man, Dylan Hall having a great run. Let's see, right behind Dylan Hall is Locke. Let's take a look. There's Locke actually right behind Hall, and Buckley, as you saw, right behind them. He had the lift off and the turn there. Could be a nice three-man race going on here for 8th place. How's it going racing from the back? How are you today? Are you doing great? Hope you're having a nice Sunday for yourself. Just break away right now for a short 30-second ad. Buckley looking pretty good in that Lambo. I'm starting to look forward to do more racing. I want to race more. I just haven't been racing enough. And hopefully next month, after everything is done, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be able to sit in a chair for longer periods of time. Just can't sit in a chair for like hours on end practicing. I'm wondering when these 3 drivers are going to pit. Paul. Okay, I think we just had something happen here. Foster is pit, so now Jurgelis is in second, Holden is in third. Oh, Brewer is DT'd. Our 7th place driver has DT'd. There he is right there. Big problems for Brewer. He's going to lose a lot of time with that DT. So far, it's not showing they've lost a lot of positions, but he DT'd, but the thing is, he did not get his official pit in either. So he's going to hemorrhage a bunch of positions. And we've also lost one driver. I'm not sure who, but we're down to 30 drivers now. I'm not sure who exactly left. Apparently there was some contact between Brewer and Wappinger. Minor contact, that's fine. And the 88 of Cusworth and the 222 of Smith. Whoa. Oh, that was major contact there. Oh, we saw that earlier, but we didn't see the beginning of it. I thought Smith had just run off, but there was actually an incident there. Now we have Harper, Hall, Brewer, and Holden in the pits. DeSantis is already pitted, and he's... Oh, no, he hasn't pitted. I'm sorry. DeSantis has yet to pit. That's Cusworth that you see right behind DeSantis. When will DeSantis pit? We're just ticked under 28 and a half minutes to go in the race. When will our leader decide to pit? That is the question right now. Those of you that have popped in to watch some of this race, thank you so much. Hopefully you hit the follow button. Really appreciate it. DeSantis is actually still turning really fast laps. his last lap was a 2:08.350, which is faster than anyone else in the field at the moment. So even on worn tires, DeSantis is still faster than almost everyone on the track right now. Let's take a look for Knight. Knight is currently 27th overall. Now I put their last lap time on the board, the very top on the ticker. And there's Jardine currently running 23rd. Richards is now in the pits. Oaks is yet the pit. Some of these guys that have already been through the pits are still on the track. They're showing farther back. When some of these guys pit, they're probably going to gain a couple positions. Harper running 6th with Holden right behind him. And Standard, then Hill. Hall. Hall's done a absolutely great job today. There's a battle between Holden and Harper for 6th place. Harper doing an outstanding job driving that Nissan. DeSantis still has yet to pit. And Tedder, who started 31st, is now 15th. He's just right behind DeSantis. Really good run for Tedder. "23 minutes left to go in this race." And wake up, everybody. Smee, who's running second, also is yet to pit. He has S. Jardine right behind him in that Lexus. We got quite 2 or 3 follows today, which I really appreciate. We got Mashatash 1 follow me today. Fossey MOA followed. Appreciate you guys. And also Shingley with the subscription. Thank you so much, Shingley. Let's keep thanking people over and over. Really appreciate everyone taking time out of your Sunday to hang out and watch the race. These participants put a lot of time and effort into their racecraft, and the admin also put a lot of time and effort into the league. You're watching ARC Race League, and you can find them on Sim Racing GP. Whoa, big Dub 180 incoming with the big 100 biddies. Thank you so much, Dub. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see Dub on the track sometime in the near future. I look forward to that. And Gamble is out of DT. Gamble was running 19th. One of the faster drivers in the league. Gamble has a track. He must have done it by track cuts. Not sure exactly what happened to him, but he has a drive-through that he's going to have to serve, which is going to allow some of the other drivers to pick up a couple positions. And Gamble is one of the faster drivers in this league, on Sundays anyway, and bummer for him. The driver that last season had troubles with his internet, and really glad to see him on the track because he's a very good driver. He's from Ireland, and he lives in an area that doesn't have the best internet, but he is a very, very fast, steady driver. So East is currently in 30th position. Wappinger 29th. Oh, Wappinger's into a power slide, goes off. Just having some struggles. It's getting late in the race. We're under 20 minutes left to go. And there's sometimes fatigue starts to set in. You start losing concentration. Those are things that you have to work on as a driver. It's not just how fast you could go. There's a lot of concentration, and actually doing this as a hobby improves your concentration level. It's a good tool to improve your concentration and your memory skills. Richards currently running 27th. Just ahead of him is Knight. R. Green in the Ferrari running in 25th. Smith and 24th. Gamble is now served. Oh, Smith goes wide to miss Gamble coming out of the pits. And Gamble's got fresh tires now and served his penalty. And he desperately wants to get by Smith. Gamble's looking hard to get by the McLaren, but Smith's not relinquishing it. Smith is running in 23rd. That's for that place that they're running right there is for position. So Smith is not just gonna, whoa, there goes Gamble with his little internet issue. Poor feller. He did a little warping there for sure. Let's take a look. We haven't looked at the leaders in a long time. Smee is yet to pit. He's currently your leader. Mostly because he hasn't pit yet. Wondering when he's going to pit. 17 minutes left to go in this race. Good on Smee. What he needs to have now is a really good pit stop. And you have Foster in third. Jurgelis doing just great. Great race for him. He was, I think, for a long time, third place. Currently running fourth. Harper in fifth. Holden in sixth. D. Hall also having just a great run. Hall is a silver racer and just doing just fantastic. Standard is 8th. Van Zyl 9th. Locke 10th. Buckley goes off. He has Wappinger, who is blue flag. I mean, a couple laps down, right behind him. That's weird. You see, saw Wappinger's hood going up and down there. That's a weird graphic glitch going on. There won't be any interviews after this race today. Just when the race is over, I'll do a quick rundown and that'll be it. Thank you all for viewing. We're down the, don't leave yet though. We have 15.5 minutes left. And looking forward to see what happens at the finish of this race. Let's see who the big mover is today. The big mover is, which we kind of expected, is C. Tedder. C. Tedder started 31st and now he's in 17th, so he's moved up 14 positions. And I can't figure out who the driver was that we lost. We lost a guy. Buckley was up 9 positions. Jardine is up 5 positions in this race. And Harper up 4 and Smee up 6, but also Hall is up 6. But I think you're going to see Smee fall back a bunch of spots once he pits. I would say he's going to fall back at least like 4 or 5 spots. I think Richards pressuring Holden there. Knight's in 26th. There's a little bit of a gap between Smith, who was ahead of Knight, and I don't know if Knight is going to be able to close that gap or not. There's Green there. I mean, there's G. Smith. You see Knight in the background. And the green Aston. And just in front of them is Green. Gamble's now worked his way up to 23rd. Rossi is 22nd. Oh, I think it's Oscan is who I don't see. Oh no, Oscan's running 14th, so it wasn't him. Oaks, Smith, Tedder running 18th. We said that before. Rosalinski 17th. Fitzpatrick 16th. Swack 15th. Oscan 14th. Cusworth 13th. One thing I could say about this track is that the cars get so spread out that there's not a lot of incidents, but at the same time, there's not a lot of pack racing going on. Everybody's pretty spread out. That's Hall. Right behind him is Standard. The reason why we're hanging with Standard a little bit is because just ahead of him you have Hall, and just behind you you have Van Zyl. So they're about the closest, I would say, race going on in the track right now. There you have Smith, and you see Tedder up ahead of Smith. Checking down at 9.5 minutes left in the race. It's wondering, I can't believe Smee still has yet to pit. Maybe he'll just take the penalty and race the entire race. Go the whole distance. Let's see what his last lap was. Not L. Smith, I'm sorry, Smee. What was Smee's last lap? His last was 2:10, so he's losing time to some of the other drivers. Most of the drivers are doing 209s, 208s. And DeSantis is closing in on Smee. He's probably scratching his head wondering now, did Smee pit or not? Harper's doing a nice job, but you see he's being pressured by Holden now. We're going to stay with these drivers for a little while. Seems like there's a very good competitive race going on right now for 5th place between Holden and Harper. Wow, nice race going on between these two guys. They just went under 6.5 minutes left. Smee still leading the race, but has yet to pit. Eventually, he's gonna have to pit. You see in the background there, DeSantis. Oh, he had a car go off right there. I think that might have been a 720. There, Smee is now pitting. Should be interested in how many positions he gained by staying out or lost. Knight currently running 25th, and Jardine 22nd place. And Jardine seems to be trying to pressure Gamble. Can Jardine, that would be a feather. That would definitely be a feather in Jardine's cap if he gets by Gamble. Pit window is now, oh, we have it off. D. Richards is off. We have 2 cars off. Now Green is off. They're pretty close. Richards is back on, and Green is back on. Let's see if we can find out what happened to Richards. Richards, of course, is in the 13. There's no, fortunately, looks like no replay of that event. Last event was between the 17, the 11, and the 72. Oh, that was between Foster and Green. That's odd. I mean, Foster is in second place right now. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Man, that definitely had to damage Foster's car right there. Definitely not intentional, but whoa. Then there was an incident between the 12 of East and the 1 of Swack. Let's take a look. All right, and then the 64 of Fitzpatrick and the 9 of Smith. Let's take a look. That was 100% dive bomb right there. And then the 88 of Cusworth and the 44 of Tedder. Tedder got loose. Cusworth had nothing to do with it. All right, so now we're all caught up on the incidents, and DeSantis is now your leader again, and Foster is second. And this is how we started the race, folks. DeSantis, Foster, Jurgelis, and they're all back in position now. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this race. Where we started in the beginning of this race, we have Holden off. And you see Green off to the side. I wonder what happened there. Let's see if we can take a look. Holden in the 17. And then the 25 of Smee. Let's see. Let's take a look. This is happening right behind Harper. You can't do that. I'm not sure how that caused.
Right, man. The leader is on the final
Not sure how that caused green to go off, but okay. There's Harper. And it looks like Smee's gonna be able to hold on, or is trying desperately to hold on to 5th place, which would be a nice run. Really well done. I mean, seems to get paid off. And he's doing a smart thing, letting these drivers by. Just let them by. You don't want to get dive bombed by a car with that's over aggressive when you're running in 5th place. That's Knight right behind Smee. We're on the last lap of the race, guys. Last lap. See the number 2 car at the very top of the track. He's on his last lap. 33 seconds left in the race right now. So when he crosses the finish line, it should be it. Thank you all so much for viewing this race. Really appreciate it. We're sticking with this race right here because, let's see, Foster's quite a ways behind. Smee and Knight, Holden is 2.5 seconds back. That might be, he might be able to make a run. Buckley, Brewer, Buckley might be getting a top 10. Finally finishes a race, Buckley does. He's had some tough luck. Can Smee hold off Holden? Can he hold off Holden? There's your leader. He's crossing the finish line. See the checker crowd, the checker flag flying. First is DeSantis. Foster's coming around now. He's second to checkered, and he's second now. Then Jurgelis. He's got a couple turns left. Harper. Smee. Holden dropped back a little bit. He's a second behind Smee. We do have a race for 24th right behind Smee. Between Knight, will you get it? No. A lot of cars are parking in the middle of the track. I don't understand that. They should get off the track. That is ridiculous. Don't park on the track, people. So, it's official now. We're gonna put the standings. You have DeSantis is your winner. Foster second place. Jurgelis third. Harper fourth. Smee, Holden, Hall with a great job. Silver driver finishing 7th place. Standard also I think silver 8th place. Van Zyl 9th. Buckley 10th. Brewer 11th. Locke 12th. Cosworth 13th. Oscan 14th. Swack 15th. Fitzpatrick 17th. Tedder 17th. Brzezowski 18th. Jardine, Oaks, Rossi, Knight, Green, Richards. Followed by Neary, Wabinger, East, and Knight was 22nd. I think I missed that. But that was a good race. 31 drivers. Very good race, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. was a fairly clean race. It was much cleaner than last week. I think this track somewhat is a cleaner race. Let's see if we're not going to do interviews today. We're going to skip interviews. So that was a good race, guys. Appreciate you all viewing. I'm going to look for someone to raid. I'm going to see if let's see if Tedder is streaming, because usually he streams the second race. No, I have a guy. Let's see, Tedder. Yeah, he is actually. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and raid Tedder. Because usually he races the second race. Oh, he's offline. Never mind. Shows he's offline. All right. Well, we're gonna raid Roy, who plays Automobilista. He has Automobilista. Oh no, wait a minute. Never mind. I got another guy. One of my best supporters.
In trouble.
My
mom always called me MG. Also,
something different.
I was in trouble,
I'll
and
let
she
loose.
called me Michael. So
Different
anytime I
game,
hear
not
Michael,
racing.
I get the like.
Give this
okay,
guy
I'm
a
in trouble.
follow.
I get the automatically instant. I'm in trouble.
Have a great day, everyone. Really appreciate it. We'll see you probably not next week, but the following week. Hopefully, if everything goes all right.
Alright, we have a Sherman. Green light. Go, go, go.
When I heard Sin say Michael last night on their stream, I was like, oh shit, I did something. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
Thanks, guys, for viewing. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week.